No, I haven't. It's a long story. When we went to MLG, I didn't take my keys with me because I didn't think I would need them. And I actually went straight to work from MLG, and so I didn't have my house key on me. So, I do have my own house key.
I was going to wear my day night shirt tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Unless you want to drive to Sherman and get it. I'm sorry.
Why don't you tell them about you forgetting your stuff at Maple Motors, please?
Oh, I forgot my bag at Maple Motors, too. It had my Nexus 7 in it. But they still had it when I got back.
You suck at telling stories.
I never said I was good.
So we went and ate at this restaurant.
Wander off and say hi to a kitty while you do that.
So there's a restaurant in Dallas called Maple Motor. They make some sick sandwiches. Sabby forgets lots of things at places, so she forgot her duffel bag there. And that had her Nexus 7 tablet and a couple of other things in it. So I have my Day 9 shirt that I was going to wear, but it was in that bag. I was hoping she'd bring home, but she did not. So, yeah. God damn it, Sabby, there you go. That's exactly the answer I was looking for. That's okay. I'll wear it Monday. Or wear it Tuesday when she... Actually, Sabby, what are you going to do? Because you're not going back till Tuesday.
What do you mean?
You have tomorrow off, right?
Yeah.
So, are you just going to leave your tablet in your drawer until Tuesday?
Yeah, well. Like, nobody's going to take it.
But I want my shirt.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. We're going to have a talk after this. I don't need the damn...
I'm the one that wanted me to carry it around, knowing full precaution of how I lose things.
You're just going to leave the shirt? Are you serious? So
I work like 30 minutes
I
away.
kind of went over my experiences at MLG and just I went through pictures and stuff.
Did you show him the chat picture?
Yes. And and I answered some other different questions, and Lovings was asking some great questions. How big was the SCT section of MLG compared to League of Legends? Maybe you can keep me honest.
They're actually about the same. I would think that StarCraft 2 had more people, because League of Legends just kind of filled up, and that was the end of it. But StarCraft 2 had all the seats filled up, and there's people sitting on the floor. Like, spawn more chairs, please. Like, you see that a lot, but it's true.
Yeah. Do you think it's fair for SCT to be main stage and more prize money when League of Legends had at least double the stream numbers or sometimes triple? Some deep shit.
I honestly don't think I can answer that question impartially, since I'm really partial to StarCraft 2. I trust people with higher bankrolls and with that question.
When watching the stream, Halo seemed to be the most hyped, loudest in League of Legends in StarCraft 2. Was this the same live?
No, that Halo 4 was in a corner somewhere. Like, it gathered a crowd at one point, and there's people sitting on the floor watching it, but it didn't have nearly the crowd that StarCraft 2 or League of Legends did.
Were you rooting for Flash like it seemed most people were online?
Me personally, or people in the audience?
Were we rooting for Flash?
I was ready. Okay, here's the thing. Like, Flash, of course, he's like amazing Brood War player, and he's got the StarCraft 2 scene. I'm super excited, and I love Flash. But at the end of the day, I'm as much of a douche as he is. I got to root for the foreigner. I got to root for Naniwal. I love him. Like, I got to... Steve and I were there last year when he did his last Dallas run, and ever since then, I love to watch him play. I can't help it. I wanted to see him win.
Did you even know there was a Mortal Kombat and Tekken tournament at MLG?
Yeah, it was actually off to the left of the StarCraft. Usually if there wasn't anything going on, I could, like, kind of just watch it like this. It's not necessarily as exciting as, let's say, what's the name of that fighting expo that they have every year?
Fighting Expo. 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 Fighting damn it! If you asked me any time, I would know.
It was like the international...
EXO?
EXO. Not nearly as exciting as EXO, or not nearly as many numbers. They had like 4 rows of chairs, but it was alright, from what I could see.
Does your wife have an identical twin sister that's single?
No, I'm an only child.
Damn it. That'd be amazing for something else. Anyway, let's see here. I said we watching Scarlet. You know the whole Scarlet thing is very controversial still. The example on Y chromosome ladies don't accept Scarlet as a lady in the sense that Scarlet on a major. They wouldn't consider it the first lady chick. I just said I don't care.
Are you asking my opinion? I think I might give a more detailed opinion of this than Steven.
Because I'm a dude.
Honestly, like, knocking out Bomber the way she did, I'll call her whatever gender she wants, but I would fully consider her the first female StarCraft player, and anybody else who's not accepting of that, I would question greatly, because if she's transgender, she's a female, I accept her as a female, everyone should accept her as a female, and at the end of the day, it doesn't even fucking matter. She plays StarCraft, and that's the end of it. Like, it shouldn't matter.
Boston asked me what are the biggest set of boobs I saw.
That girl walking around in Jade cosplay.
There you go. The StarCraft 2 crowd seemed kind of dead in terms of noise and interest.
I am. Honestly, the League of Legends drowned us out a lot. We had a lot of key points, like Nanoa versus Flash, Scarlet versus Bomber, but the foreigners tend to draw more excitement out of U.S. tournaments, and there wasn't that much foreigner play up on stage. So, yeah, it was kind of dead, but it was a good tournament.
It was cold there today. If I bought the spectator pass, would having $20 be enough for me to last the entire day at the venue?
Yeah, they give out. Okay, here's a story about this. 1, they give out free Dr. Pepper. 2, there are these pretzels there. I don't even remember the name of them. But in order to market these pretzels, they had booth babes. And even in terms of booth babes, they were very scantily dressed. And there was at one point I wasn't feeling very good. I was tired. I told Steven to go get me slutty pretzels. So there's slutty pretzels for free, and there's Dr. Pepper. If you bring a bag, you might be able to... I'm not officially condoning this, but you might be able to bring in some water, some snacks with you. So I could see $20 lasting.
Alright. Let's see here. Call center trainer. I knew I heard that sexy voice before. What?
Like Keith thinks you take calls.
Yeah, I don't take calls as much. I did take a supervisor call in my last class. I had to tell someone, no. Won't be calling 1900 numbers anymore. I don't do that kind of call center. That'd be funny as shit, though. Hey, baby. Talk like you talk down to your plums. Let's see here. Hey, Sabrina. I banned some people.
Oh, no.
Savvy didn't have a house. Like, Savvy didn't bring her keys to MLG. So, I already brought my keys. Shut up. It's Evo. It was Evo. Yeah!
Thank you. Yeah, Scarlet took out Bomber.
Yeah, Scarlet took out Bomber. And that was a fun series to watch. I think Scarlet would have 2-0'd, except, like, she forgot about, like, a very large amount of Zerglings. It was, like, 50 Zerglings.
And Bomber did go very far in the loser's bracket.
Yeah, he actually came back. He actually came back to the championship side of things.
Yeah, like, he's so amazing, but Scarlet taking him out was quite the achievement considering the player that Bomber is.
Who the flying F is Scarlet?
There's a good picture right there in the middle.
I'm here with Scarlet after day 2 of MLG. She's just won WCS. How are you feeling?
Good.
You just got 24K. Was it easy as it looked?
Yes, it was.
A lot of ZVZs. What's the secret to having good ZVZ?
This was her at
I don't know. I just started using that style like a few days ago, and it worked out very well.
You want to describe it?
Just roach, 2-base roach, then take a third and bring infestors. Kill them.
You make it sound so simple, but you played some good Zerg players this tournament. You played Vibe. Who else did you play?
That's
Mystic.
Scarlet, so she was there.
That was the only other.
that was her. She's a player on Team Acer.
And she is a badass. She's taken out notables. It's just many Koreans. Huck. She's Canadian. First transgender player ever. She is transgender.
Moser, you look like a dude.
Yeah. Sort of.
Sort of. There you go. But you are a lot prettier. You're getting hit on my stream. That's awesome.
She's not there to look pretty. She's there to pwn noobs.
Yeah, she's there to pump noobs.
Like I don't really condone like that, and that's really it's sad, but it's really typical of the StarCraft community and kind of things that need to happen. Is like you have male players, and the first thing you look at their game, you have a female player or a transgender player. You're like, well, she's pretty or she's not pretty, or like would not bang. Like fuck you. She plays StarCraft. She beat Huck. She beat Bomber. Like show some respect. Ah, yeah. Steven actually attended OU for a short while, so.
Question why did Steven leave love letters in places you'll eventually find them? I did. That's a story for another day, though. It has nothing to do with MLG. Maybe as part of my stream whenever I teach nerds how to get women. Oh. I did see the Aussie players, Dougville. I did see Moonglade. I tried to interject to like say hi and be like, Dougville says hi too. But
Moonglade told me to get out of the way once.
Yeah, Moonglade told us to get out of the way. He was like, "Get the fuck out of the way." I was like, "Shit!" Like we were standing, like I think we were about to watch.
We were about to watch the Scarlet.
We were about to watch Scarlet.
Game was over,
yeah,
and Moonglade was going to play that station, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of the way!"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I love
Get
you."
the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. I did meet Huck. He was like we're kind of normal people. Like Sabby's socially awkward. She won't talk to anyone. I'll talk to anyone. I don't give a fuck. But on the way back to the venue, Huck was walking away, and it was during warm up, so I know he hadn't played too much yet. I just said, Huck, I'm glad you're here, man. Thanks for coming and good luck in the tournament. And he said thanks. As long as it's just kind of like one-ons and one-offs, and it's not just like, hey, will you come sign my shit and get in my face and stuff? There's a good time and place for everything. So, he was as pleasant as I expected him.
Okay, question. Okay, about the parent thing. Honestly, there's lots of people who bring their parents or significant others.
I think Galaxy brought his dad. I think he did.
Well, it's different. He's a competitor, so it's like the parent thing. But if
Yeah.
you're a spectator and you bring your parents, like it's sort of like if you bring your parent to a football game and they have no idea what football is. Like it's fun and you get stuff walk around and everybody's cheering, but after a while you would get really bored because you wouldn't know what was going on. If they play exception, if they play StarCraft, then bring them. They'll have a good time. But otherwise,
like your parents, like if you brought them to MLG,
I don't think my parents would have a good time in MLG.
No, I don't. I would agree with that. I think my parents, they were really supportive. Like, not saying yours weren't supportive, but God, I feel like an asshole now. Shit, fuck.
Answer to me.
But my parents, they supported me in playing games a lot. Like I was like 7 years old. I was part of a gaming tournament, and they actually exempted me from homework for a week to practice, and I almost qualified at 7 years old. So, like I said, beta test it with like a Barcraft or like a home viewing, and then if it goes from there, go to MLG. Like if there's any kind of spark.
Okay. Second question. Anytime Steven was playing or practicing or warming up, I was standing behind him as close as I could get. Even if it meant standing on my feet and seeing it for like an hour and a half.
Oh, she was not a happy camper on Friday.
No, my feet were really sore at the end of the day. I was not happy. I considered grabbing one of the competitor chairs and just pulling it outside the area and just sitting in it.
Yeah, if there's something else to do or maybe a distraction like Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure both sets of our parents would have a fun time if it was in Vegas. Be like, all right, dropping your nerds off at the convention center, we're gonna go gamble and shit.
Dallas isn't really like that.
Yeah, Dallas isn't like that at all. It's like we can look at art exhibits That sounds boring.